Welcome to Gamers Platform.
Yeah! Good. Oh, baby! Look at that!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gamers Platform, the only place to be for all your gaming needs. I'm Adam Wolf, and in this video, I've got my reaction to Far Cry 6 World Gameplay Reveal. This one's going to be a long one. This is 40 minutes, and we're going to be covering all of it, and I'm really excited because Far Cry 5 was not my favorite. It was not a lot of people's favorite. I think, honestly, I think New Dawn was a more enjoyable Far Cry game than 5 was. And we really haven't had a great Far Cry game ever since like 3. So Primal was really good. I liked that one. 4 I enjoyed, but 5 was a huge disappointment. And it didn't feel like Far Cry. That's why I like New Dawn, because New Dawn did. It was still based in the same area, but it felt more like Far Cry because everything was overgrown and it was, you know, post-apocalyptic sort of thing. And most Far Cry games take place in jungles, and it just felt more jungle-like, even though it wasn't really a jungle. This is definitely feeling more like Far Cry. Because I can't remember where it takes place. Some sort of Spanish-ish country. We'll find out, I'm sure, in the trailer. And it, you know, that harbors a lot of jungle type environments. So I'm really excited to see what the environment looks like here. And it just by the initial release trailer, the cinematic, it was just already had me. It already had me. It felt very Far Cry 2. So very excited. So let's get into it.
Señor Presidente,
what can true Yarans do to serve Yara?
True Yarans have long memories. We remember how so-called civilized nations treated us when we needed them most.
I love the fact that it's Giancarlo Esposito. He is excellent. Glad they got him for this.
About the terroristas who call themselves Libertad.
I'm not seeing what engine it's built on.
You're an orphan, see? Why do you want to run? Remember, Danny, Castillo has kept you an orphan.
I only see you. So why are you here?
I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. And I want to know who's going to help me take him down.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess it's probably on an in-house, as usual. Maybe the Anvil engine.
300,000 troops. I count 6 burnt out guerrillas.
Or Cry engine.
And you with a bullet to the leg. You can shoot, so shoot.
you have rules. You might kill, but you're no killer.
You know I'm not a guerrilla, right?
Everything got another purpose.
So we're playing a, that's really cool.
That usually work.
50-50.
It's like a rocket launcher pack on your back. So we've got a voice protagonist here, unlike Far Cry 5 where it was a silent one. I prefer the voice ones. It gives the character more depth.
I am nothing like you.
I like it because unlike Far Cry, even Far Cry 3, we actually get to see the character. I mean, we know what the character in Far Cry 3 looks like, but the main character. But this one actively involves them in the cutscenes instead of like having you just stay in the character.
Hi there, I'm Navid Khaveri, narrative director of Far Cry 6, and I'm so excited to represent our team and finally show you our game in action. With Far Cry 6, we're gonna throw you into our most ambitious open world yet, Yara. an island deep in the heart of the Caribbean.
Okay, so it's a
Filled with
Caribbean
rich
island.
Tropical ecosystems alongside decaying urban
Beautiful.
landscapes. Yara is an island of contrasts. Isolated and frozen in time for over 50 years after a violent revolution cut it off.
They
from
are
the rest
using
of the
CryEngine.
world,
Called
now
it.
finds itself on the verge.
I think they've
of
been using
collapse.
Far Cry or the CryEngine for
Last year, we
a
introduced
long time
you to
anyway.
Yara's Presidente, Anton Castillo.
No, that's right.
with an
They had the
amazing
Dunia
performance
engine
by
before.
Giancarlo Esposito.
They've had that since Far Cry 2, I think. But they finally moved back to to the CryEngine. I'm really happy about that.
Has been incredible, and we're just getting started. Anton is a man hell-bent on returning Yara to his idea of its former glory. And while his motivations are far more complex than they seem, the cost of his vision will be paid in blood.
If a dog refuses to break, then we must put them down.
To achieve his dream for Yara and his son Diego, Anton has clamped down on freedoms, instituted brutal social reforms, and cast anyone who speaks out against him into forced labor. His oppression of the Yaran people has pushed the island to the brink of revolution.
When tyranny is law, revolution is order.
Yara, once considered a jewel of the Caribbean, is now a powder keg. And you are the match. Your name is Danny Rojas, and you'll experience the revolution through Danny's eyes right from the beginning. Born and raised in Yara's capital city, you're a young military dropout who wants nothing to do with Anton or the revolution. You just want to get the hell out of Yara. But once you're face to face with Anton's brutality, you realize that the only chance to live free is to lead an army of guerrillas into a new revolution, with the very soul of the island at stake.
And I need you here with us, man.
At the start of your journey, you'll get to pick your identity and customize
Oh,
your
okay, so
look
it could be
while you navigate the
guy or
ranks
girl.
of the guerrilla movement. Every aspect
That's
of the
cool.
game has been developed with the goal to make you feel like a guerrilla fighter, battling an asymmetric war against Anton and his
The
army.
visuals.
The
I mean,
guerrilla fantasy
if this
all
is
about making
CryEngine,
one guerrilla
if this is CryEngine, I'm honestly not surprised it looks that good. Just visually.
develop an army of guerrillas into a new revolution.
So let's just get into
Customize your look while you navigate the ranks of the guerrilla movement. Every aspect of the game has been developed with the goal to make
look at that. That looks awesome. Like I'm really hoping that it is the CryEngine. I can't fully trust what I just looked up because they've been using the Dunia engine for a long time now. But if they are using the CryEngine, which they should have been since the beginning, it doesn't surprise me that it looks this good. I'm very excited. We need more games on the CryEngine, and hopefully that what I read was true.
you feel like a guerrilla fighter, battling an asymmetric war against Anton and his army.
The particle
Guerrilla
effects are
fantasy
awesome.
is all about making one guerrilla feel like 1,000. Embracing this was at the core of how we crafted our gameplay, our world, and the characters you'll meet along the way. In Yara, you'll find other guerrillas, black market dealers, and everyday Yarans who each have their own reasons for joining the cause, including our friendly guerrilla Juan Cortez, a master of invention, an architect of revolution.
Flamethrower.
He's our guerrilla teacher. And class starts now.
Ooh. Still got more.
Rule 16. A guerrillero's revolution never ends. Always another war, another cantina, another ugly bartender.
Juan Cortez.
Oh, you just wasted some.
What do you think gave it away, Wapo?
This is a fucking waste of time.
Can you whistle?
What?
Nah, you can't whistle. Not bad, Danny. But we're just getting started.
I feel like she is
Good guerrilla
canon
is a hidden guerrilla.
because they're showing her off.
Se acabó la rabia.
It's possible that neither male or female is canon, but they're showing her off more than the male counterpart, so I'm assuming that she's technically canon.
Small pack. We go in, grab our people, kill whoever gets in our way.
By smuggling in supplies, you'll add some piss and fire to our movement.
You got that right.
Camp chef, black market dealers. These safe havens got everything a guerrilla needs. Even do-it-yourself vehicles.
That's cool.
You're gonna love it, Danny.
You get to customize the vehicles this time, man.
Number 2, a good guerrilla must.
I don't think that's happened in any Far Cry.
This land is your home, Danny.
Maybe except for
Know every
Far Cry 5 and New Dawn, but that customization was limited,
shorelines,
if anything.
dead-end towns, and our friendly capital city. How you get around is up to you.
I saw a nighttime
If you want to play it
shot of the game earlier on, and it looked really good.
in the dirt of old revolutions. Hola, Danny.
How you doing?
Or take a risk and operate in
So what
plain sight
year
of
does this take
Castello's
place in? She has a smartphone, but they got such old
Hide
cars.
your weapons to blend in. Bribes,
What do you got?
sabotage, interception.
That's good, so you can travel down the road without being attacked every 5 seconds.
Christmas trees? Do you even grow those here?
Mexicans pay crazy money for this. How you think El Presidente funded Maria's new face?
Okay. Go through.
Rule number 3. Fucked up situations call for fucked up solutions.
Hey, he's not here.
If you expected reinforcements, I got news for you. You're an army of one against an army of
PPSH, M16.
When shit gets real, we make use of whatever we have. We call that resolver.
Dude, look at the minigun.
Absolutely everything.
Or like Gatling gun, really.
Guns,
That's cool.
batteries,
That's very like Metro style weapons here.
has been built into equipment.
Ooh, I like the explosions.
Some very unique.
Hey, look what's making a comeback, man. Are those CDs? Those are CDs. That's awesome.
Now we're fucking talking.
I thought it was the saw launcher from New Dawn, but it's basically the same thing.
Handcrafted by yours truly.
That's awesome.
Each one will make you feel and fight with the power of a goddamn guerrilla army.
Look at that. That's gonna be machine gun and the rocket launcher. That's me right there. I love the flamethrower. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta be careful when playing with fire.
For a guerrilla, the shit my pants rush of an ambush, the taste of sweet victory after you freed your people from tyrants.
Dude, you can drive tanks, planes, boats.
It's fun.
Dude.
Oh, and the final rule.
We're not done yet.
A good guerrilla always brings a
Aw, yeah, puppy.
moral support.
October 7th. It's
So
coming.
there you have it. Far Cry 6
We got a little
will be
ways to go,
available on
but
October 7th on
very
PC
excited.
Consoles. We hope you enjoyed this first glimpse of gameplay. We have a lot more coming soon that we can't wait to share with you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.
October 7th, man. Very, very exciting. There was a night shot that looked really good, but I'm really hoping they are actually using the the Cry engine instead of the Dunia engine. Not that the Dunia engine looked bad. You know, it had its positives. It's been used for so many of the games, but again, they kept looking and and feeling like Far Cry. And that's not a bad thing, you know, like when they say, oh, that looks like Call of Duty because it has the Call of Duty look. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's brand recognition, but I think the Cry engine just has so much more to offer, and it's on its latest iteration, Cry Engine 5, I believe, and it just looks better in my opinion. The Cry engine's always been my favorite engine, Big fan of Unreal Engine 5. I think it looks fantastic, but nothing looks better in my opinion than the CryEngine. The CryEngine just blows everything out of the water. And it's one of the best looking engines out there. So hopefully they were able to utilize it to its fullest strengths and really pulled out all the stops for Far Cry 6, because this is a long time coming. Like I said, Far Cry 5 was just not fun. It was kind of a boring game, story-wise. You know, gameplay-wise, it was Far Cry. So it was fun to shoot people, blow things up, all that other stuff. But we haven't had a real proper Far Cry game since like 4. I'll give you 4. So I'm really excited for this one. Can't wait to see the character development with Danny and Giancarlo Esposito's character. I know I forgot his name already, but really exciting, and I can't wait to see what this game is going to be about. Again, super happy that there's a voice protagonist again. I think the silent protagonist was just a bad idea. It's just never a good idea, because then it's just like, oh, well, you can impart yourself onto the character, but nobody wants to do that when they're playing a video game. Like, when you have a story that you're trying to tell, give the character a voice. There are some silent protagonists that are good. You know, Gordon Freeman is a perfect example. Great character. You get who he is just by playing as him and stuff like that. But with games like Far Cry, I feel like you need a voice protagonist. Games like Mass Effect, so on and so forth, to tell the story properly, get a voice on that character. The depth of the character will come through a lot better, especially for games like these. Also, if you're at all interested, head on over to gamersplatform.net, where you can get a mug like this. This one is not available because I hated the way it came out. So there is a mug that you can get as a panoramic mug. It's got a black handle and a white base, whatever you want to call this, the primary cup. You can also get it in all white. It'll say Gamers Platform all the way around. We also have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and face masks if you're still wearing a face mask, bottles and stuff like that. So tons of accessories. So head on over to gamersplatform.net and check out the store. Just hit the store tab on the top of the navigation menu. What do you guys think? Are you excited for Far Cry 6? Let me know in the comments below. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again in the next one, where we take a look at another game to react to and be excited about. But until next time, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Far Cry 6, and I'll see you guys later.